so this video is about to be a little strange. So this video is going to be I don't know how to put this, right? It's still the same as like my previous videos, but it's not exactly commentary either. So I mean, I guess no matter what, even if I'm talking about life, is I still seen this what's it called, commentary, whatever. So I'm trying to wrap my head around what I'm about to tell you. So I'm about to talk about 4 issues when it comes to avatar model makers, ahead of them, and 2 I've met. I didn't even get to talk to, mind you. And flat out, I think it's goofy. So let's talk about general model makers, because I feel like it's the easiest thing for me to talk about, right? So I think general model makers, when it comes to their TOSs on Gumroad and Jinxie and all that stuff, is a little baloney. That's the nicest way I could put it. Yes, the fact that they can still affect you is garbage. But then it makes me feel weird about what I can pick and choose as an avatar that I want to make public, because I'm very artistic in so many ways, so many forms. If I have to flash my Trello screen of numerous characters on screen, I will. I seriously will. I won't, because I know I'm gonna get to it eventually anyway, because Enlightened versus a lot. But the fact that these model makers has such strict rules on avatars is insane to me. And I think it's because of the fact of they want their money. I feel like I talked about this already, though. They want their money, and I guess you're pretty much going against it with their... If you make it public, I guess like it's not gonna like be noticeable, even though there should be obvious reasons why I think that's the opposite, right? Because if something's public, it gets around, more people knows what it is, and then more people be curious. That's just the reality of it. That's just how it works. It's like, uploading a video or something. It's going to be found some way, somehow, somewhere. And that's why I think the whole point of the whole don't make public thing is stupid. Because I like making public avatars, and I have a lot of fat characters. And I've seen some very interestingly decent fat models that I could texture and make public. Texture of a character and make public, right? Or if I want to do a small edit or a small tweak, I will. And then, you can't do that because this, that, and the third. And it's just like, okay, you're probably going to be like, well, Chaos, why don't you just take that and move on? I do. I just have to express my feeling that it sucks, to be honest, when your liberty of creativity is limited by the people that choose to create. And we're about to get into that. We're about to talk about that with the next person that I'm about to tell you about that really annoyed me. And keep in mind, I didn't even approach them yet. So there's this known creator. I'm about to pronounce their name wrong. I already know I am. It don't even matter, right? Estephonia. So Estephonia, I don't know how to pronounce her name. I was in an anomaly elevator with my friend. Well, there was a lot of us actually, and he wanted to invite them. So I'm like, okay, sure. So I get to see them for the first time. I'm wearing my big avatar that you'll see in the intro, right? I had the shirt on, so no one. I don't want to hear no complaints about that one. I had the shirt on. I think my friend Willie joined me on that, right? And while Estef and they're from at the elevator with my one friend, right? What happens next is something that I cannot wait to... No, I'm going to just say it so I can tell you. He tells me, can you switch out the avatar, please? Now, in my head, 2 things were going off. I wanted to tell him no. But when you're friends with someone, you have that respect. You have the instinct, right? Your instincts kick in when you're a friend that due respect tells you something, you get right to it. You probably, I got that. At least I have that, right? I got that in my head. Um, I was gonna tell him like why, like knowing why, right? I don't see the point in me doing that, but I didn't question it. That's my G right there. So I switched at the end because I had a feeling, right? I should know it was weird because Estee and her friend they walked up the elevator and they were talking to Jack. I think. Not I think. Oh, I know now because Jack magically came and told me that. Isn't it a weird coincidence that he comes back to the elevator to tell me, "Hey, can you switch out the avatar?" That means someone opening their mouth behind my back. So I'm sitting there like, okay, and pretty much my mood just got killed, right? Because the fun just got sucked out of. Like I was already chilling before. I switched to my avatar, ready to have fun, make some laughs, and then it just got killed on the spot because my friend wanted me to switch my avatar for some strange reason. So at the end, I'm sitting here like when they left, when we completed the elevator, and I guess they chose to leave. Jack said he wanted to go check on them. Like, okay, yo, cool. I said, yo, I asked him, why'd you tell me to switch my Abby? And he was like, oh, well, she doesn't like the fat stuff. I'm like, I knew it. I knew it, bro. I knew it. That's crazy. That's crazy. You're probably wondering, why am I so pressed? Why am I so pressed? Why am I so pressed? Dude, I wasn't given a high. I don't know who they are. I didn't even get a high or nothing. I was judged. Another creator judged me without saying hi. Nothing. I don't even know who they are. And I already got hit with the, can you switch your app? Like, yo, you come into a friends plus instance where people are friends with other people. They know other people in the instance. And then you tell my friend something to tell him, to at least make him come tell me to switch my stuff. Right? You tell him something for him to come do that because you don't like fat people. That is not my problem. Keep my avatar hidden. How many times do I have to stress that? Right? Just keep my avatar hidden. If you don't like seeing what I wear, don't show my avatar. Why are you making it my friend's problem? Why are you making it my problem? And I couldn't dodge it because it was like the chaos friendship radar kicked in, right? He's like, and I just couldn't. I was like, okay, I got you. So here's why I'm feeling so strong about it. You are a creator. As a creator, you have to deal with people that will have something to say about you and your work. Now, what doesn't make sense to me is I think people know how I feel about the whole fat fur thing. By this point, but I'll say a little bit again. Not every fat fur thing has to be sexualized. I'm going to throw this out there right now. It doesn't have to be, and that's not what I do. Mine's is more of action, anime style. Like that's what my thing is. It is nothing more or anything different than that, right? If there is something different than that, I don't know what to say. To be realistically, that's not my problem that you interpret to be fetishy, right? It's really not my problem. So that's why I'm impressed because it's like I'm pretty sure they should know how it feels as when you are a creator, right? There is going to be somebody that is going to assume or interpret something of you or judge you just by looking at you, right? Now, I got no problem with people that just judge and then don't bother you about it, right? If you're going to try to judge, at least read the room. You wasn't even in there with me for like more than 10 minutes and you already cooking. Didn't hear me say anything. You didn't see me like no hi, nothing. You just being like you came in shooting, silently shooting with a silencer, and use my friend to get to that, right? So here comes the next creator I'm about to talk about. Blueo fucking Daffy. Now, I don't know who brother is. I only know through three sources, right? Three, three sources. And you're probably wondering, why are you talking? Why are you talking about this guy? Did he do anything? No, not exactly. I think I've seen a little bit of his content. He seems like a guy that's very cool. I don't really see I don't see anything on the surface that makes him look bad. Well, besides the four fucking stories from four different people that make him look fucking. Mm. Now, these sources, I hanged out with these four sources. They're pretty chill people, as far as I can deduce from the situation. That man starts as far as I deduce from the situation with the Blue thing. That man somehow starts things without like using zero. He doesn't use communication at all. Apparently, he's a bully. I don't want to believe that, but then I guess like when you're a popular person, you start saying things and you start like being you start disrespecting people. You start disregarding people. Apparently, that's what happened because my friend always talked highly of Blue. And then, like, over time, I'm seeing, like, the subtle shift of, like, oh, he muted him, but, like, he also keeps him around. It's like, at that point, I'm like, bro, you're getting bullied, bro. If that dude is muting you and then unmutes you later, blocks you, then unblocks you later for his own entertainment and just messes with you, that is straight bullying. It sounds like he doesn't even want you there. It's like, that's complete bullying. And then I have two people that's like, oh, yeah, I used to be friends with him, but ever since he, like, got popular or whatever, he had, like, this whole switch. And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't like bro, and I most definitely don't like him. When I found out that this man also talks to like an op of one of my oppositions. So I'll be real. I don't care that he exists. I really won't care that he exists. I just don't think I'll talk to. I mean, the dude seems cool. I'm actually in his Discord because I bought the soundbite. But the thing is, like, I don't know if I'll like communicate with him again, like I said, if I get to actually have actually no, I don't think I ever said this. If I ever talk to these people again personally myself and actually have a good conversation, I don't mind making like a update video on that. But as far as I got to beat SD and Blueo, oh my gosh, to me, well, SD sucks. She sucks. To me, she sucks entirely. Work is amazing, but as a person, sucks. From creator to creator, she sucks. Blue, bro, like I said, I have personal gripes that doesn't really affect. How do I put this? My feelings towards Blue aren't really personal feelings myself per se, right? They aren't personal feelings to myself per se. I haven't really got an issue where it was something personally to myself, so it's really hard for me to like point like a shot. But I think anyone would feel different if you find out that your friend was quote unquote apparently bullied. I'm not okay. Maybe I shouldn't be talking like I don't believe him. I'm pretty sure he's obviously telling the truth. Clearly, he was probably bullied because he didn't seem like the type that cap about that. And then you have other two people that's just like he pretty much made this whole switch, and I don't know how people can make the switch up when they're popular. I still won't ever understand you. Yeah, no, I can already tell he's probably not going to be the type of person I would even want to talk to, even though I've seen a little bit of stuff. He seems like he's cool. But now for the last one. Oh, by the way, Blueo's not like well, apparently he worked with 3 other people to make a model called the Soundbite. The head owner of the species, someone named Zed Durgi. I believe Blue made the Unity. Someone else did the model and like somewhat the optimizations. It's on the credits. It's all in the credits somewhere. There is more information on that whole Soundbite thing, but that's not my business to talk about, right? That's not something really personal. I know way more about that, but again, I'm talking about like little personal things, so I won't really dive into that because at that point, if it doesn't feel like a personal thing to me. Here comes the last one. So there's this avatar model, and I'm glad I kept this for the last part of this segment. There's an avatar model called the Dragon Queen. I forgot how I got this. So me and my friend, I'll call them Mira. We try to get avatars, all right? He would have the money to buy them. He would make me texture them, yada yada, this, that, and the third. But there's a model for this trade. I wanted him to gift me an avatar called the Dragon Queen. It seemed cool. I wanted to texture it after a character called Anikra, right? She's if you guys were there for the egg hunt talk, I believe I did mention her. She is basically the manipulator in the first story. Basically, she just doesn't do much yet. I don't think I even mentioned that she's a manipulator. Oh well, that's a spoiler. So when getting this, I have the model, right? But now all of a sudden, for some strange reason, the model currently can't get no more updates because apparently itch.io's TOS got changed. Now I don't see an issue with that, right? Cool. There's just one teeny tiny problem that I'll say after this. So you can get the model back, but you can't. And here's why. Let me show you. How about I show you? So this was a long time ago, and I wasn't making YouTube videos around this time, obviously. And this popped back in my head thinking about it, which is crazy. So they make a reasonable point here. They make a reasonable point saying, due to circumstances of itch.io, I'm unable to further host the original files of the Dragon Queen. Please download your original files before Monday, November 10th, 2025, 12 a.m. Some mountain time, I guess. Because in order to update, I will need to remove the original files from itch.io and replace them with the base safe version. The full version is now currently hosted on Jinxie, which will have both new base versions as well as the original version. Okay, interesting. So because of itch.io's TOS, they have to completely scratch it, and I can't have the full version. So if we go down further, if you would like to migrate your purchase from itch.io to Jinxie for free, please email blank.com from the email used when purchasing from itch.io with the subject Jinxie. If the model was purchased as a gift, I need to receive the email from the gifter. So we have a problem. Actually, no, let's hold my problem. Let's keep reading. You or the gifter will receive a response from your email containing a single-use code to redeem full version of the model in Jinxie. Not reusable code. Please understand both gender. Okay, I think we get it. All right, so I'll just say it. I got the email. I got the email, right? Because it was gifted to me. I got the email of me having this avatar received from the person that bought it. Now, my friend is dumb. No, I'm sorry, Mira. No offense, but you is slow. And the problem is he doesn't have the notification, and he claims that he never got it. He never got the notification. So I'm sitting there like, bro, what? So my avatar got took, for one. Let's be real. Avatar that was gifted to me. Thank you. But my friend also didn't get an email about it. So there's no way I can get the avatar now. I have the email. I have proof that it was gifted to me. But that won't be enough. It has to be from the person that gifted it to me. Which is mind-blowing, by the way. I don't think I need to explain how stupid that rule is. So yeah, I don't got a Dragon Queen now. That's really unfortunate. I don't understand. I would say no model maker should do this. That is completely goofy. I would never ever suggest anyone to do something this wild in like anybody's life, time, energy, nor daycare. I'm just gonna be flat out honest and say it. Do not do this. This is not handy because then you'll get people like me complaining. And I refuse to believe I'm the only one that got cooked with like this simple thing in general. Now, if I had the money to buy this again, I would. But see, I'm only a YouTuber like what 100 something subscribers, so I can't really buy it again. And also unemployed. I know, cool. My fault, my problem. Yada yada yada. It doesn't make sense that I feel like I got my stuff took, but technically, realistically, legally, I purchased it, right? And I did receive something. It's not like I didn't receive anything. I got something, but I got half of the main thing that I was buying to expect it to be. Realistically, I'm not really too mad because, like, again, it's not like I was gonna do anything crazy with it. I like any model that's like NSFW. I don't really do nothing with. You know what I'm saying? I'm mainly like working with safe for work models, but the fact that I can't get the full thing, like you was expected to bought with the purchase, is just thrown out the window entirely. So yeah, I think this is goofy in to the whole degree. So let me switch my screen back. So whew, my tangent went off far, but I want to talk about sound bites again. So me personally, uh, I think sound bites are awesome. I think most of these models I've seen by each of these creators are great. Um, Two suck. Well, one sucks. I know for a fact because of the fact that I didn't even get a chance to even say hi, and I already got judged. And the other one, just like when you have honest people telling you something, it's like, bro, what? You know what I mean? But you're not. I'm not really gonna sit here and say I won't like talk to Blue or give him a chance. Wine. There is no way. No, like that is stupid. Don't do that again. That's goofy. That is actually goofy, bro. On my soul, that's goofy. But back to sound bites. I like calling sound bites bitch bites. Why? I turned it into like a little comedic thing. You know how when I was mentioning the friend I got bullied before. He is crazy because he likes wearing sound bites, and like I'm pretty sure Blue is like pretty much face to sound bites. But I like calling sound bites bitch bites for fun. I don't know why. It seems fitting. It seems so much more fitting, and I just love it. I like when someone sees me, I promise you, if you wear a soundbite around me, expect me to call you a bitch bite. I think what makes it more hilarious is like one day I was chilling, and then I got a gift of VRC Plus from a dude named John Soundbite. Bro, I wish y'all saw my reaction. So I said I think I'm about to reform. I was about to call. I was not about to call somebody bitch bites no more, bro. I was about to reform, bro. I was about to change my entire tune when John Soundbite gave me VRC Plus. Everything has changed, guys. There's a new playing field going on here. I know, weirdly cheerful ending to goofy ending to me just having going on a rant about four problems that I think is like really stupid when it comes to avatar model making and some of the people that just coexist with it, and it's completely baffling. But I'll end this off here. Thank you for listening to my extreme rant of how I feel about these certain people. I honestly can't wait to meet them again. I don't know if I ever will. Who knows? But if I do meet them again, or if I actually get to have a proper conversation, I don't mind actually sharing a real experience. Then this false experience that I got, I shouldn't have even got the energy. If I had to be real, I shouldn't have even gotten the energy. And I love bitch bites. You feel me? You know, especially the biggest of bitch bites. I love them. Yeah. Look, listen. I'll crack a bitch bite on everything. Say I won't. Say I won't. Yeah. Okay, I sound corny. Let me get off. All right, I'm losing my mind. Bye, guys. I sound corny. I need the corniness to end. We gotta go. Goodbye.